Hi friends, it's Liz here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a flip through of some Christmas paper pads that I purchased at Michael's. And I have a few of the 6x6 paper pads to show you. I know many of you like these videos because you like to get an idea of actually what the pages look like if you decide to buy. So I thought I would give you a little peek at them here. I actually just figured something out myself. I don't usually buy the 6x6 paper pads because I always thought it was just like the small version of the larger paper pad. And then I realized it's not at all. It's such a difference. First of all, double-sided paper, and then it has a lot of these different pieces of ephemera and designs. So this entire time I thought I was buying the larger version of these paper pads, thinking that's the one that I needed for my projects, and then I realized, of course, it's different. I did want to show you these quickly. I did get these on sale. I think it was like a 2-for-1 for these pieces. These vellum ones, I absolutely love it. I had not seen these before. Now, I know they did have another design of these ones. I didn't find that in my local Michael's, but also they're very nice. So I just quickly thought I would show you those. This paper pad, I love the colors. I really do love the different designs. And I think I got the larger version for it as well. I'm not sure. I'll show you that in a little bit. So I'll start by showing you the 6x6, and then I'm going to show you the 12x12 paper pads. And like I said, totally new to me. I thought this entire time they were all the same, just different sizes. So I love that this one has these little sentiments, and look at the little bird. I'm in love with this bird. As soon as I saw that, the color scheme, everything else, absolutely love it. And I also picked up the different paper pads. So there's like different colors and different feels to them, which I think is totally, what I love, because I like to change like my colors during the holidays when it comes to my crafting. So these are perfect to do that. So I can't wait to show you what I make with some of these goodies. Here's the next one. And again, just really, really loving the designs. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going too fast for, the flipping of the pages. Pause it if you need to. I just kind of go through it to show you more or less the ones that have like a really nice pattern to them. The ones that have like an overall pattern, I figure that, you've seen it and you don't have to look at it so closely. So here we've got some sentiments on that page, and then some more on this one here, which I think is really, like I said, I really, really like that that's included in these smaller versions. And one thing I think I also mentioned before, I do have a hard time using my paper pads when it's double-sided paper, because I find like I don't want to block one color from being seen. So I think I'm going to challenge myself to see how I can use these so that I can somehow feature as much of, both sides of the paper as possible. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's one thing that I know I find difficulties, picking which side of the double-sided paper I actually want to use. So if they do have any of these left closer to the end of the season, I might pick a few more up if I did like a certain design or a certain color of the paper pack collection, so that I can have a few more going forward. I like these little sentiments as well on that one. And then this one's got a lot of tiny little sayings on it, which is really, really cute. And then you've got your larger sort of print on them as well. And then here's some holiday tags for this last pages as well. So that is the small version. I did quickly want to flip through this one. This was like, I think 70% off for the holidays, for Halloween. So I thought, of course, I could always use like sparkly paper. So I picked that up as well because it was like a really good discount. And now I'm going to show you the 12x12. So this one is Christmas Cottage. And I did, kind of look at this one before, and I really wanted to get it. So I'm glad I found it. So you've got your first design. You've got some with like that little gold color to them. And then you've got your like 6x6. I like these little like, you know, homes with the snow on them. Super adorable. And then you've got all the different sentiments on this one. And then, of course, you know, you've got your patterns and your different designs. One thing I did notice about these ones is they don't seem to all have so much of the solid color paper, which is great because I know most of the paper pads now are coming out with like 3 sheets of solid color paper, which I mean is okay if you use that a lot, but I prefer to purchase my paper pads with patterns. Now, if you notice, they've all gone down to 24 pages from the 48 we used to get, and the price has increased by a lot. I've noticed that as well. So crafting with these for sure is going to be very limited for me. I'm going to, you know, certainly take my time to try and use up every little bit of the paper that I can. But yeah, I can't wait to show you what I create with some of these paper pads, or maybe even possibly some of the ones I purchased last year. We'll see how I feel when I go through my stash of holiday, you know, scrapbooking supplies. So I hope you're enjoying the flip through so far. And like I said, I'm doing this because I know many of you have enjoyed the ones I've shown you before. And it kind of helps you decide if you want to purchase a paper pad or not. So that's why I'm going through these. These are all things I've purchased. I'm not being sponsored, although I wish I was. But these are all things that I've purchased myself just to show you. I didn't quite open this paper pad properly. So this is like a black and white pattern. And then we've got these large ones. I like to use them for like my one-page wonder projects because I find that, you know, when they've got like a nice big sort of pattern all across the page, it's sort of hard to use it in many things. I'm not a scrapbooking person. Like I don't make a scrapbook layout. So I don't need those big 12 by 12 with that like center kind of element to it. So I kind of use those for my one-page wonders usually. Now here I notice this one, it stops at 24 and then it says Merry Christmas on what should have been the 25th. So I think I would have preferred the 25th because I probably use that more than anything, but that's okay. And then here you've got some more cut aparts, and I really do like the color scheme of this one as well. It's not like so bright and red and green, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a nice color palette to this. And I think I'm just trying to show you a little bit more of that design there. And this one is called Christmas Romance. So it starts with this big print on the front. And again, those are the ones that I would probably use for my one-page wonders because I don't really have a need to, you know, use that in anything else. I like that it's got these 4x6s. And then you've got that nice stripy pattern, a little bit of more white than anything on that page. I like the bows and the stars on this one. And then this one's got that nice border pattern again. Difficult to use in many projects, so I like to kind of cut those up and use them for other things. And then you've got more of those little strips. And I think that's it. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me. I hope you like the flip through, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.